wrote about in a paper in 2017 called the consciousness prior. And it's really just a machine learning explanation for this bottleneck in the global workspace theory. So consider a sentence like, if I drop the ball, it will fall on the ground. If you think about it from a machine learning perspective, what it's saying is it's making a prediction about the position of the ball in the future. Okay, up to now, we do that all the time in machine learning, making predictions about things in the future. But the very particular aspect of this prediction is that it relies on very few conditioning variables. Like here, it relies on the what was the position of the ball before, right? And the fact that I was holding it and I'm dropping it. I mean, if I'm dropping it, it means I was holding it, right? So that's it. So can you imagine making predictions on pixels, so the low level, given 2 or 3 other pixels? It wouldn't work. I mean, you would make a prediction, but it would be very bad. So this connects with what I said in the previous slide, that there is some level of representation, some variables, where we can make very strong assumptions. And here the assumption is that you can predict things given very few other things. Whereas at other levels, the low levels, these assumptions don't work. So in the system one, these assumptions don't make sense. Like we can't really predict pixels given other pixels using very few pixels. But we can do it at the level of words, like these high level concepts, right? So indeed, there is something special that, at the high level of representation, we can have these inductive biases that are very powerful, because, in machine learning, if you can restrict the number of conditioning variables in a conditional probability, that makes your life incredibly easier, right? But there's going to be more advantages. But that's the first obvious thing. If you have less inputs, well, you need less data to learn it and all that, right?